So hello ladies and gentlemen, today I'm gonna show you how to do a full fluid change on my Mk4 ST. So without wasting any more of your time, let's go to the workshop. So here we are in the workshop, and now let's start with removing the engine cover. So this is a 10mm bolt, just remove it and then we will take the engine cover off. I will also remove the engine oil dipstick and the oil filler cap. So once we remove the sump bolt to drain the oil, we don't get a vacuum inside, so the oil will drain easier and faster, so you don't have to wait a long time. And yeah, after that we will jack the car up on the lift and we will just give the car a full check over. So I will check the wheel bearings, I will check all the suspension bushings, if everything is in place, the bolts, exhaust hangers, blah blah blah, everything else. Just give a nice check to the car, check your brakes, check your tires, of course. You can check your drive shafts rubbers, if they are seized, if they are broken, if they are torn off, whatever. Just look. If you are a little bit mechanically inclined, you will understand if something is wrong. After that, I am starting to remove the bolts for the under tray, and after we remove the under tray, we can easily see the oil filter and the bolt for the sump, so we can start draining the oil. Here I am removing the bolt for the sump, this one for the new one. You can order directly from Ford only the seal or the whole bolt, which comes with the seal, which is a bit more expensive. But I would recommend just to use the seal. If the bolt is in good condition, just replace the seal. I think it costs like €2.5, so just replace the seal when changing your oil and it should be good. Yeah, while the oil is draining from the sump, I will now start removing the oil filter. So use your socket, or if it's not tight, you can even do it with your hand sometimes. In my case, I needed to use the attachment. So yeah, after that, untighten the filter with your hand, let it drip out, let the oil come, and after that you can remove the filter, let the whole thing drain a bit more, and then we can start with the installation of the new one. So I always pre-fill my oil filters. I think it's a good practice, so that the engine doesn't run even for a second without oil. Some people may agree, some people will disagree, so yeah, do as you like. I always like to pre-fill them. Of course, lubricate the O-ring around. Don't get this baby seized and destroyed, so please lubricate your O-rings. And please hand tighten the filter, so there is absolutely no need to tighten it with a wrench or with anything else, with a socket or something. So just please hand tighten it, clean it nicely, it's gonna be fine. Even for me, I'm a skinny guy, I'm not very strong, and if I hand tighten it, it's gonna be perfectly fine. I never had any problems. And that's it. Then we can install the sump bolt back in with the new seal. I think the torque for this one is 27 Newton meters, if I'm correct. So yeah, tighten to 27 Newton meters, and that's it. After we tighten it, torque to spec, we can go back up to the car and we can refill the oil. So if we pre-fill the oil filter, it will take about 0.3 liters. So here I'm putting only 5 in, which should be perfect. My oil level after this was exactly at the optimum line, so not on the max line, but on the optimal line. So for me, I learned that this is perfect. Yeah, and now we can move on. So here, this is the LSD, and I'm trying to figure out if we need to change oil in this one as well, but we can do that. I think it's a topic for the later video. But here we can see the gearbox, and for the gearbox oil we have one drain plug and one fill plug, and I will show you now from this angle. It's very hard to see it, but yeah, it's a very, very fiddly position, so if you have small tiny hands like me, I think it will work. and here is the at the bottom is the drain plug, at the top is the fill plug. So here you can also see it from this angle. So I'm first removing the fill plug, just in case if it's seized or if I destroy it or if anything is wrong with it, and so that we don't have any problems, because if I drain it first, then yeah, I'm not going anywhere. So yeah, after I removed the fill plug, we got some oil out, which means that the transmission was a little bit overfilled, and here I removed the drain bolt. So yeah, this oil looks good because I already changed the gearbox oil around 30,000 kilometers ago. So basically, yeah, the oil was almost like new. I don't think I will change it this soon again next time because it looks really good. And now I'm installing back the drain plug, and here is the new oil. So the official Ford production number is 2594109. So this is the oil that my Ford dealer recommended. Some people say that this is the oil that should actually go into the electronic limited slip differential, but yeah, I don't know. I have to do some more research on this, and then I will get back to you guys in another video, because I will also be definitely changing the oil in my limited slip diff. So I have to get in contact back with my Ford dealer to check exactly. But yeah, here at the moment I will put this oil inside because I put it in also last time and there was no issues with it, so I think it's okay. And yeah, now we can try to fill from the bottom, but later I realized that it's not really a nice position because this plastic thing that I had was very firm, so I couldn't bend it to get it inside on the right angle. So I decided to remove the wheel and then do it from the side completely, so that I have a better angle at it. So after removing the wheel, we will fill up the gearbox. The gearbox takes 1.7 to 1.8 liters of oil, somewhere around there. And the torque for the drain plug and the fill plug should be 25 Newton meters. There is no washers or anything, they are just plugs themselves. So yeah, you can see also here the fill plug, and the position is a little bit shitty, so yeah, just do your best, try your best. For me, this is the way that works, so I did this way. And yeah, here I managed to get it inside, and then just push the oil in, fill up the gearbox completely until it starts dripping out. Once it starts dripping out, that's it. Now here I started with the spark plugs. So first I'm removing the ignition coils. So to remove the ignition coils, you first need to disconnect them. They have a white plastic on the connector that you need to pull out first and then remove the connector. Just be careful not to break it. After removing the ignition coils, I cleaned up everything with air, just to remove any dirt or any deposits that could potentially fall inside of the cylinder. So just to remove everything. And yeah, I bought a set of Iridium NGK spark plugs from Dream Science. This is already my second set. One set is already in the car, so we will take those out and now put in the new ones. They are pre-gapped to 0.65, I think. So yeah, remove the crankcase ventilation pipe just to get easier access to cylinder 3. Cylinder 4 is a bit fiddly, so just take your time with it. If you are doing it for the first time, it will be a bit hard to get it back in. I remember my first time was also a bit hard to get it in, but yeah, you will get it. Just take it easy, not to break anything, and that's it. New spark plugs are in. We can put back the ignition coils, and that's it. I now started also with the antifreeze. So here at the bottom right corner of the radiator you have a peacock, I think it's called, which is a valve which when you open it, the antifreeze will drain from the whole radiator and from the expansion tank. So it won't drain from the complete system, just from the radiator and from the expansion tank. So I recommend putting in some distilled water back in and then recirculating the system a couple of times. And then after you are happy, once the whole system is flushed, you can put in the new antifreeze. I will put all the production numbers for the parts in the description so you can check them out. So here we are back from the workshop. The car works very nicely. Everything is good, no faults. So I want to show you one more thing, because a lot of people don't even know how to do this. So let's take the fan off. I also have this alternation for the fan. If anybody wants to see how it works, let me know. So how to reset your service light. So menu, settings, vehicle, oil life, hold OK to reset. It's very easy, very simple, but a lot of people don't know how to do it, so there it is. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want to see more of this kind of stuff, let me know, and yeah, see you in the next one.